I'm going to Florida. We're going to Florida. Hola, soy Tula. Let's go. Hi, how are ya? Hey guys, and we're in Florida. Didn't get as much footage as you guys wanted to. We were in a plane while the public area. Didn't want people to look at me weirdly and be like, "The heck is this guy doing?" Yeah, let's get a cool pop show for you guys. Ready for this? Wow! Would you look at that? Here we go. Back. All right, and guess where we're at? The house. Woohoo! All right, everybody. So I'm gonna give you a house tour. First of all, I see the sun. Sun, everybody. All right, everybody. House. Never seen it before. You know what? Let's go upstairs. Let's go upstairs. All right, everybody. See that? No lights. Of course, we have this light. Oh, it's not even plugged in. Okay. Oh, whoa! Now look at that. So, yeah. All right. So, this is obviously private. That's pretty cool. This is my little friend Brent's room. We call him Brendy. He has a little globe and a little TV where he plays his Nintendo Switch and Wii U. That's his little bad boy. See if this thing works over here. 1940s or something. Room. We don't care about the room. Okay, and we don't care about my sister's room because, yeah, no one cares. Alright, let's come inside. Alright, everybody, I'm gonna give myself a self-tour. Here's the TV. Bathroom. Smells disgusting in here. Hi, guys. Okay. This kitchen kind of smells in here too. Fridge. Pantry. Hey! You know what? Go take this toaster and put it in the, yeah. Alright, so this is the laundry. This is where Brendan goes sleeps in. Okay, and this is the oh yeah! Pool table, baby! Ow! Oh, winner! Chicken dinner! Alright, everybody, start your engine! Woo! Okay, here we go. Woo! I think I can see the ball. It's right there. The ball is right there. No! Yeah! Woo! Winner! Chicken dinner! Oh.
Here, you want the camera?
Do it again. I got cool thing under
Hello, everybody. So, we're going to be going to this really cool thingamabob. So, we're going to be going snorkeling. We're going to be going to like big buffets, Everything's for free because we're cheap. I'm just kidding. This is an expensive trip. I'll be taking some cool videos there of snorkeling and these nuts. So let's go. Alright guys, so we're here and we're ready to go. To go see SeaWorld. This King SeaWorld's on the other side of the road. So we're gonna also go to SeaWorld, I'm pretty sure. We go to roller coasters and we're gonna go to GoPro. Look at that roller coaster. And that is Rick's Pickle Rick. Those pickles. But alright, so let's go. See you guys. I'll see you in there. That was some good sausage. That was some good sausage.
What the heck, guys? I was coming, I told you. That bird is so awesome, bro. That bird is awesome.
Is it tasty? How is it? Come here. Dingus, you know you want to. Yeah, that's right.
What the heck? Brendan, look who I got. Oh!
That's close.
I got 7. And now we're gonna put a cattle in the river, in the lazy river, and let it float. Yeah, let's freaking hilarious, guys. So we're gonna be putting a hot dog in the lazy river. It's freaking hilarious. Oh my god.
Alright guys, so we're in the line for no tickets and yeah, here we go. We're obviously going on this roller coaster. Look at that. Meow. Oh, it's the Stingray. Alright, so we're gonna be waiting 70 minutes just to go on this roller coaster. Sucks, right? But yeah, let's go. It's actually going pretty fast. Look at that. A little cave. Waterpark. Wow. Now that is beautiful. Finally, we're here. Just to see one of those. Alright, so it was pretty scary, not gonna lie. Crap my pants almost. But yeah. Off to the next one. Alright, I don't know what roller coaster we're in this time, but whatever. There we go. Somebody's kind of upset. Look at that guy, he's like a fuzzball. Hey! I know! Put your finger here and it bites it. This is sick.
No way.
Wow. Look at that.
Dude, they like just glide right through it. They don't even try.
It's cool. Gotta stop that thinking.
The heck, there's a camera in here.
Jeez.
Look, you got There's a camera. I know.
I like how he just crop
He just
dusted.
farted in there. He's smelling it too.
Oh my god, he just ran right through it.
Beak tone.
I think it's so weird. Howdy. Come on, dude, they got.
That what I call awesome. That was good. That was good. That was good. It was even better like that. All right, so this is a free sip, no tip for me. Grape soda, and a sip for a tip for everybody else. Now, if you got the blue one, I don't know what to say about that one. I got the green one, and they had to pay for tips, but I had to pay for no sips. So, you're welcome, everybody. So, we're done. going here because someone had a tantrum. But yeah. I'll probably see you guys day 3 or day 4. I don't know what day it is right now. But yeah, let's get out of here, Scooby-Doo. Yeah. Alright guys, so we're at this cool little thing, surf place, and it's like wakeboarding or something like that. And yeah, it's gonna be sick and fun. Gavin has a GoPro in his helmet, so we can get some cool shots on there, POVs. So yeah, back to you. Alright, so we're on the bench right here. Just kidding. Yeah, we're gonna be basically skateboarding, surfing up, surf's up, dude. And yeah, here's Brendy the Bren Behold Slane. Yeah.
Call me Chicken Joe.
He's Chicken Joe. Put Chicken Joe in the chat right now. Anyways, it's gonna be pretty fun. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the court.
Jaden should be somewhere. He's at the back of the line, so he won't be on for a little while. I'm trying to record him if I can. Jaden is right in front of us, so if he fails, we get to see him. All right, I'm off. He fell in. Nice one.
Hello everybody, and we're going to Aquatica, these nuts. But yeah, we're going to Aquatica. It's like a water slide kind of thingy bob junior. There's like a wave pool, and there's like a water slide, and there's a wave pool and a water slide. And yeah, just one water slide and one wave pool. Hello everybody. So we're at Aquatica, these nuts, And yeah, we smelled this really disgusting smell. It stank like stank. Look at this, guys. Look at it. Big fat water slide. Come here. Hi, how are ya? About to go in here. Speed nut. Alright boys, so we're going on a tubing thing. I'll see you guys all the way up. I'm not waiting for you guys. So yeah. Oh snap. Oh my God. Alright boys, we're going a 3 to 6 ride. Look at this thing. Look at the back. This thing is huge. Here we go. Meet you at the top. I'm back. You ready, Gavin? How do you feel? Oh snap! Whoa! Dude, I didn't know she's like that. That was actually pretty cool. Look at this. Alright, so we're going on this one. Whoa, what's up, Wiggly Digglies? And we're both to be going up here. It's got a pretty big line here. Hey, friend here. And yeah, I'll see you guys up again. Dude, my wrist is I don't know if you guys can see that 1 minute to the range. Alright, we're going all the way here with the flow in this time. Woo! Someone hold on to each other. Yeah. Oh, this is actually not slow. What the heck? Woo! Let's go. Alright, everybody. So, this is the end of the trip. There's a Hummer. Say, hi, Hummer. Just kidding. Alright, see you guys.
Audio Jungle.
the station. Black roof country, no gold pavement, tired starlings. Silver horses ran down moonbeams in your dark eye. Dawnlight smile on you, leaving my content.
Wow.
I'll wait in this place where the sun never shines. Wait in this place where the shadows run from themselves. You said no strings could secure you at the station. Platform ticket, restless diesels, goodbye windows. I walked into
Alright guys, so we're at Animal Kingdom. Wow, would you look at that? Yeah. So special. Yeah, I'll see you guys at the rides and stuff. See ya.
where the shadows run from themselves.
Alright, we're here. The big fat tree. And I mean, yeah.
At the party, she was happiness in for the old wound, now forgotten. Yellow tigers crouched in jungles in her dark eyes. She's just pressing goodbye windows, tired starving. I'll sleep in this place with the lonely crowd. Lie in the dark where the shadows run from themselves.
We're almost here. It's been 2 hours now. We're in a struggle. Dying out here from thirst. Just ate a water fountain. Almost made me throw up. Tastes like chlorine water. Well, let's go. I'd say, I don't know if it's worth it yet, but I'll let you guys know. Unreal. Let's go. Guys, we did it. We did it. High five, everybody. No, it's not. I think I had the coolest avatar.
Here. Guys, all the way down.
They're like aliens.
What the heck? Dude, that was so worth it. It's like a VR kind of thing. A big screen with like it like makes it feel so realistic. That was a kind of wow. It was awesome. God dang. That was awesome. Look at that. It's like a whole VR thing. Alright guys, so we're in the line of Mount Everest. And yeah. Woo! Raggy Dabba-Doo! Mount Everest, here we come, baby! Ah! Oh yeah! Look how many hair ties! Woo! Guys, we're stuck! Nice. Take a little movie here. Let her rip. Alright guys, see you. Alright guys, we're now. Alright boys, here we are. Here's Brendy.
Get the camera on my face now. You couldn't escape one of the games?
Alright boys, we're going into like a secret little lair. Right Gavin? So apparently this is a roller coaster. Didn't know that. Gavin, did you know that? Oh yeah, boys. You ready? What the heck? You ready, Mom?
I'm ready, I'm ready.
Alright, boys, I'll see you in the ride. Here we go, baby.
Time travel commencing in T-minus 10 seconds and counting.
Early dum 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 dum.
This is secret.
Dun 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 dun
You guys
dun.
get in, grab the iguanodon, and get out before that asteroid hits. Let's roll!
Let's roll. I'm doing a POV. Oh, never mind.
Let's go get that dino.
Let's get him.
What are you tracking?
Let's get that dino.
Not our dino.
Hey, why is it snowing here?
Warning, meteor shower in range.
Just little ones.
Did the dino
Off
fart?
Uranus.
Now! Hang on!
Hang on.
I'm tracking a big dino on the scope. Could be ours. Computer, full stop. Identify.
What the heck? Ew.
Carnotaurus.
Definitely
so
not our
ugly?
dino. Go, go, go! Basically, right,
This is awesome.
right.
Left. Right.
That was close.
That was a close one.
Computer, now what?
Carnotaurus.
That's it. Abort mission. Abort, abort.
Iguanodon.
Forget it. Get them out now.
Asteroid impact.
Brace yourself. They're not gonna make it. They're not gonna make it.
Mission accomplished.
You made it. I knew you would. And guess who made it back with you?
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. You.
Thanks for everything.
That was awesome. Bye. We're at a safari.
We are just visiting, so we want to do everything in our power to make sure that the animals are happy and comfortable. So that does mean that I kindly ask that you refrain from making any sort of loud noises. So please do not yell at, make any noises to, or call out to the animals. We do not want to frighten them and risk them running away from our truck. That is the last
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
thing we want, because all of us are out here to see some pretty cool animals, take some good pictures or videos, and maybe learn a way or two that we
gonna
can
go
help
now
them.
or
So
what?
just keep that in mind.
Hello.
So we're gonna hang tight right here for just another second or two, wait for the all clear from the warden that it is safe to enter the reserve. There it is. So let's go. First things first, we are heading into the little Turi forest. Orange colored antelope. That is called a bongo. Now the okapis over here to our right definitely look like they're related to the zebra because of those black and white stripes. But they're actually the only known living relatives of the giraffe. They have a very similar
Right there.
skeletal structure, most obvious in the shape of their head.
Sorry, I missed the rhinos, guys. Look at that. Look at that.
On our left-hand side, kind of hanging out behind a bush, you're going to see a black and white bird standing here. This is called a saddle-billed stork. They get their name from the yellow patch on their beak that's in the shape of a saddle. They do stand about 5 feet tall and have a wingspan between 6 to 7 feet. Alright, so we got pretty lucky there in the forest, but we're going to head out and into the Safi River. Now, the Safi River Valley is home to many animals who spend the majority of their time fully submerged underwater. That's going to include animals like hippos and crocodiles, so definitely keep a sharp eye out for them. Now, my friends on the right-hand side, you might get a pretty good view of that hippo out on land. I'm going to go slow. I just can't stop because that's a blind corner for the truck coming up behind me. You can see just how big these guys are. Hippos can get up to about 5,000 pounds on average. That goes for male and female. Now, they are herbivores. As you see, he is eating some vegetation. However, hippos are still considered one of the most dangerous animals throughout Africa. They're very dominant and very territorial. They have 18-inch long incisors. Those are teeth on the inside of their mouths. They're going to use those for fending off predators or to get any animals that they don't want around them away. Now, we are going to be passing by a pod of pink-backed pelicans there on our left, so all those white and gray birds. They get their name from the pink patch that appears on their backs during mating season. They're also colonial nesters, which means they nest in groups of anywhere from 20 to 500 pairs. Now, my friends, on the left side, you might get a pretty good view of a hippo way out there in the distance, hanging out behind that tree. You're also going to see a really small one next to her. That is a mama hippo and her newborn baby. Now, friends, we are approaching a bridge that doesn't look too hot, so we're just going to go fully. Which means really slowly. Just make sure we're all fully seated, because there's also some Nile crocodiles to our left.
Found the first one.
Now again. Now, the Nile crocodiles, they are the largest of the crocodilian species, getting anywhere between 16 to 20 feet in length. For comparison, that's predators, they do have a jaw that is strong enough to crush the bones of their prey. And that prey can include anything from other small crocodile, birds, and antelope. But they typically just have one meal a week, but that meal can be up to half their body weight in size. So we're gonna head out of the river and towards the savannah. As we do so, we are passing by a tree here on our right that looks a little wonky. This is called a baobab tree. Now, baobab trees are very properly nicknamed the tree of life. That's because the inside of that trunk can store thousands of gallons of water that the animals can use as a pretty convenient drinking source. For example, elephants can use their tusks to poke holes into the trunk. It's able to conserve so much water because they go about 9 months out of the year without rubbing any leaves. Alright, now slowly but surely, as we make our way down the hill, we are entering the savannah. Now the savannah is by far, without a doubt, my favorite ecosystem because it is home to many famous animals that you guys will probably recognize, assuming we see them, of course. That does include animals like giraffes and zebras, but we also might see some elephants, maybe some rhinos, and some cheetahs.
Cheetahs, ooh.
We're going to make our way slow down the hill. We're going to get a pretty good view of those giraffes and the zebras out here. So already a lot going on. The giraffes out here on the reserve are Maasai giraffes. Remember, friends, make sure we are fully seated. Honey in the white shirt, 4th row. Thank you. Now, they are Maasai giraffes. There are 7 different species of giraffes in the world. The best way to tell them apart is going to be by their coat pattern. We say that Maasai giraffes have a more rough, kind of jagged looking coat pattern. No two are going to be exactly the same, so they are as unique to them as our human fingerprints. You're also going to see the zebras out there, as well as baby Dash, so he's the smallest one out there. He was born out here on the reserve a few months back, so he's hanging out here with his mom, dad, and other members of his dazzle. They are specifically Hartman's mountain zebra. They get their name from living in the mountainous ranges of Africa. They have really small hooves that allow them to walk, run, and climb along that rocky terrain a little bit easier. We might get one more view of them up and around the corner. But in the meantime, here on the left-hand side, we are passing by a den. Now, a den like this is a pretty common home to some canine-type animals, or really any sort of small predators. They're going to use the inside of the den as a good place to sleep or rest, and to perch on top when looking for their prey. Now, I know the bushes make it hard to see, friends, but please make sure we are remaining fully seated, as you are going to see some African wild dogs inside of that den. Just barely get a glimpse of them. They are resting at the moment. Now, the wild dogs are also more commonly known as the painted dogs. That's based off of the unique color markings in their coat. Looks a little bit like a paint splatter. They are the most successful hunters in the world with a 90% success rate. To compare that to lions, they only have a 30%. Back over your left shoulder, you are going to see some brown antelope hanging out back there. Those are called sable antelopes. Now, the sables, they are the official emblem of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. That is for their strength. In fight or flight situations, they are going to be the ones known to fight. So very dominant and very territorial. They'll use those tall, pointy horns on the top of their heads to fend off predators. They're not going to want to jump onto their backs because of those horns. Now, on either side of the truck, we are passing by some orange and brown color structures. These are called termite mounds. Now, the termite mounds are mostly made of termite saliva as well as dirt and dung. When the sun dries up the saliva, the mounds become hard as concrete. So the animals can use them as pretty convenient scratching posts and lookout posts when trying to find prey and or predators. Friends out here on the reserve, like I said at the very beginning, keep in mind that animals have the right of way. So this is not our home, it is theirs. And that means that they can do quite literally whatever they want. Sometimes they like to cross the road, and then sometimes they like to sit, stand, or even fall asleep in the middle of the road. It looks like things are slowing down up ahead. I believe the giraffes are kind of on the move. Giraffes are naturally very curious, but also very stubborn animals. So usually where one goes, the rest goes, and we could be holding for the whole bunch. But we're going to keep going slow by these zebras, get another good view of Dash out there in the distance. Now, one of the most common questions we get about zebras is about their stripe patterns. So are they black with white or white with black stripes? The answer is in their nose. Mountain zebra have a black nose, therefore they are black with white stripes. But just like with the giraffes or any animals out there that have a coat pattern, no two are going to be exactly the same. So just as unique as our fingerprints. Now, the giraffes are definitely on the move, so we are slowing down up ahead for them. Sometimes we refer to it as a giraffic jam. Very cheesy joke, I know. They are on the move. We might have to wait for this mama to cross in front of us because I think that's exactly what she wants to do. I just want to make sure I keep my distance. As long as she keeps walking, I can keep driving, just really slow and a few feet behind her because they are so tall. Yep, just minding their own business. They literally do not care that we're here. They know, and they don't care. Looks like we'll get a pretty good view of the tower here in a moment once we slowly drive by them. out of the road eventually.
Oh, this is perfect.
And coming up on our right-hand side, we are going to be passing by their tower, as well as 2 babies. So there are 2 baby giraffes out here on the reserve, both born back in the fall, one in September, one in October. They would have been about 6 feet tall when they were first born, but of course they are still growing. Baby giraffes also experience a 6-foot drop from their moms when they're first born. That sounds really rough and aggressive, but it's actually necessary to get the calf's heartbeat started. There's 2 of them. Looks like they're coming in the same direction.
They come out like half that size. Dude, they're doing this on purpose. I know it. They're going in front of us. They live here.
We're just going to hang tight here for 1 second, let these 2 babies finish crossing the road, or walking the road, and I will keep my distance. No, just kidding, we're going to stop. All right, that sounds good too. We can do that as well. We're going to hang tight here and wait for her to decide what she wants to do. Oh, great, here come the rest of them. Okay, so we'll just wait. That's fine. We got nowhere to be. Closers of the savannah. So they're going to use their trunks and super strong legs to knock down trees. That way they have easier access to the vegetation, and then animals can use those trees as pretty good scratching posts and lookout posts for trying to find prey and or predators. Now this is probably a male elephant, and I say that because it looks like he's by himself. Elephants operate in a matriarchal society. So what that means is that they are led by females, and those females are going to stick together their entire lives. Whereas males like himself will separate in their teenage years and live a solo life, either as a bachelor or form small bachelor groups with other males. But that being said, they tend to stray not too far away from the females. But before we go find them, we gotta cross another bridge. We're just gonna go poly-poly. Once again, that's a Swahili phrase, and it just means very slowly.
Some alligators.
And as we pass through the red clay, you will start to notice some footprints and tusk marks. This is another good sign of elephant activity. They're going to use those tusks to scrape at the red clay, get it loose, and then eat it for the important edibles. Do you see some movement way out in the distance? Looks like the herd might be on the move, so you might not get a great view of them, but we will see if we can catch up to them. Now, another cool thing elephants will do with that clay is get it wet and turn it into a muddy consistency. That mud acts as a pretty good natural sunscreen, so we'll spray that onto their backs, so we'll roll around in it and get covered. Again, it's a good sunscreen, so it's going to protect their thick, dry, and sensitive skin from the hot African sun. Like I said, I think the bird is on the move, so I don't know if we're going to get a close view of them or not. Oh, yeah, they're kind of out there in the distance. Not too bad. They're still walking around, though. But these are definitely going to be a group of females because there's at least 3, including that little one walking behind the big one. That is Stella. She's about 4.5 years old. We're not here on the reserve. Not going to refer to her as a baby because she is a little bit older than that, but she's still quite young. So definitely still reliant on mom and her sisters. She's going to stay with them her entire life. Now, of course, we all know that elephants are some pretty big animals. I want to point out though the unholy cattle one more time out to the right because we didn't get a great view of them a moment ago. You also see the wildebeest as well. Now, of course, those horns on the cattle are pretty tough to miss. They stretch about 6 feet across on average. They look really heavy, but they are extremely lightweight. The inside of those horns are made up of a honeycomb structure. Basically, it looks like a beehive. That's going to help to circulate the blood flow, ultimately cooling down their internal body. And they give you Stella and her mama out there to our left. You'll see mom reaching up with that trunk. I was saying that those trunks are pretty strong. They have over tens of thousands of muscles on the inside. So also pretty delicate. They can pick up something as small as a penny. On the island here, we are passing by what's called a flamboyance of greater flamingo. Greater flamingo are the largest of the flamingo species. And of course, they're very well known for that pink coloration in their feathers. They get that from the brine and shrimp that they eat, high in a protein called beta-carotene. Also getting a pretty good view of the wildebeest out here grazing away on the grass. Now, the word wildebeest quite simply translates to 2 words in Afrikaans. It's wild and beast. They're also known by a second name, and that's gnu, spelled G-N-U, after the grunting sounds that they make. We'll get one more view of the elephants out there in the distance. All I mentioned that they are the largest land animals in the world. Male elephants can get up to about 16,000 pounds on average. For females, about 13,000 pounds. They do get to that size because they do eat quite a lot, but they are not meat eaters. Elephants are strictly herbivores, but they eat about 300 pounds of vegetation every single day.
Put the camera in front of it. Don't touch it.
Now, as we pass through this area of the savannah, you might start to notice some changes in the terrain. Things get much more flat out here. There's also a mud wallow to our left.
Yeah.
I'm going to pause that thought and point out the ostrich on our right-hand side. She's way out there in the distance up that sandy pathway. We might get a closer view of her in the next few minutes, but in case not, I just wanted to point her out. But what I was saying with the mud hole over here, this is another good gathering spot for animals with sensitive skin. In an area like this, that's going to be white rhinos. Same thing with elephants. They got the thick, dry, sensitive skin, but we will quite literally find themselves plopped down in that mud. They will roll around in it and get absolutely covered from head to toe.
The rhino's right there.
I saw a couple of them coming up on our right-hand side, just behind the bushes there. Now, these are white rhinos. They get their name from the Afrikaans word "light," which translates to the word wide instead of white, referring to their square, broad-shaped mouth. We might be able to get a closer view of them a little further down the road. White rhinos are very social animals. They do travel together in groups called crashes. You could kind of compare their behavior to that of a dog. Rhinos have a reputation of being these really rough and aggressive animals. In actuality, they are not. They're just very protective of each other. It's actually hippos are the ones who are considered more dangerous than rhinos. But a group of them is called a crash because they have a tendency to crash into just about everything. Rhinos don't have the greatest eyesight in the world, but what they lack in eyesight, they do make up for in their hearing. Now we're also passing through some big cat territory. On our left, we are passing by a Kobe rock formation. Kobe rocks like this are a good gathering spot for large predators. They'll use the lower part of the rocks as a good place to rest and then perch on top to survey the land. The only thing about Kobe rocks is they're usually home to nocturnal animals, so we might not see a lot of activity at the moment. But you'll see those rhinos again. They're on the right-hand side. The rest of the crash, if you will. You might see those ears twitching around a little bit as well. That's actually because they can hear my voice. So they may not necessarily be able to see our truck, but they can most definitely hear it and myself.
Yellow.
Now over on our right-hand side, you're going to see the ostrich one more time. Might be able to find her again up around the corner. Not entirely sure, so we'll go slow at the moment. That is a female, and I can tell based off the color of her feathers. Female ostriches have brown and gray feathers, whereas males have black and white. They're also the fastest thing on two legs. They are birds, so they do have wings, but they cannot fly. Instead, they're going to use those wings for changing directions while they run, and they can run at speeds of up to 40 miles an hour. On our left-hand side, we are going to be passing by some holes and burrows. Pretty good gathering spot for animals like warthogs, which you are going to see at least two walking around way out there in the distance, out in the shade, kind of by those rocks. They look like fuzzy-looking rocks. Warthogs are going to use their curled-up tusks to dig out these holes and burrows and then back into them when they sleep. That way, their tusks are sticking out to warn off predators. They're pretty dominant and pretty territorial animals. They can get pretty aggressive. They don't really like to socialize. To your right, you're going to see those ostrich one more time, as well as a bontabok laying down there in the sand. Now, the bontaboks are not that very well known of an animal, but they do have a pretty cool story. Bontaboks are known for a chestnut-colored coat that shines purple when the sunlight hits it just right. Unfortunately, because of this coat, they were hunted almost to the point of extinction.
That's some tasty eggs.
Hunted so bad that there were only 17 of them left in the world. But it wasn't until a handful of them stumbled upon a farm, and the owner of that farm took them in, raised them as his own, helping to increase their numbers, ultimately saving them from extinction. Today, the bontaboks are no longer considered endangered, but most of their population.
Alright, boys, so we're about to go back home.
Making it a medium, man. This is my starter, man.
And yeah, Gavin's playing some Terraria, stretching.
How'd you even get my GoPro?
And yeah, I just stole from him. And yeah, it was a good time in Florida. We're flight's probably delayed. Hey, Brendan. Got some cool snacks here. Got my phone with the AirPods.
Esta anuncio para clientes viajando con
AirPod
JetBlue
Pros.
para San Juan, vuelo 733.
Listen,
En estos
listen.
momentos estamos abordando toda la fila, todos los clientes por la salida 5 para la salida a tiempo. This announcement for JetBlue customers traveling to San Juan flight 733. We're boarding all groups of customers for on-time departure out of gate number 5. Final boarding call, final boarding call.
Okay, boomer. It's pretty boring in here, guys. Eats everybody. Gavin.
I started the map.
I got a grapefruit. You have any grapefruit, Ethan?
I got a cheeseburger.
A cheeseburger?
They got potato chips too.
What? Did they really?
Where did you get potato chips and cheeseburgers? At Burger King? Alright, well, I'll see you in the car or on the plane. See ya.
Select any items you wish to discard.
Alright, guys, we're leaving. And, yeah, we just got on the plane just now. So we have like 2 more hours left. And then, yeah. I'll see you guys when I get out of the plane. Bye.
So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to train your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes for trees, hot air for a cool breeze, cold comfort for change? Did you exchange a walk-on part in the wall for a lead role in a cage?
Alright, everybody. So it's been like a couple hours now. And pretty close now. Right, guys? Sure. Maybe like 15 minutes.
How I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl.
Merry Christmas. Can I see this? What up, Jiggly Digglies? And we're finally back here. Ready to go home. Fart in my bed. Let's eat some bread. Fart in my bread. Eat some bread. Wait, what? Let's go.